Hey, salam. Welcome back to part 2 of today's session. We're on page 338 and we're starting from ayah number 47, inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. They challenge you, O Prophet, to hasten the torment, and Allah will never fail in His promise. But a day with your Lord is indeed like 1,000 years by your counting. Many are the societies whose end we delayed while they did wrong, then seized them, and to me is the final return. Say, O Prophet, O humanity, I am only sent to you with a clear warning. So those who believe and do good will have forgiveness and an honorable provision. But those who strive to discredit our revelations, they will be the residents of the hellfire. Whenever we sent a messenger or a prophet before you, O Prophet, and he recited our revelations, Satan would influence the people's understanding of his recitation. But eventually, Allah would eliminate Satan's influence. Then Allah would firmly establish His revelations, and Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. All that so He may make Satan's influence a trial for those hypocrites whose hearts are sick and those disbelievers whose hearts are hardened. Surely the wrongdoers are totally engrossed in opposition. They're obsessed with opposition. Arguing, fighting, gaslighting, trying to tell you're wrong, trying to tell you've been led astray, trying to tell you've been deceived. So gaslighting, but they don't even realize it. Okay, anyways. Ayah number 54. This is also so that those gifted with knowledge would know that this revelation is the truth from your Lord, so that they have faith in it, and so their hearts would submit humbly to it. And Allah surely guides the believers to the straight path. You can tell who's on the right path and who's not on the right path by who's humble and who's arrogant, I believe. The ones who tell the others are wrong all the time, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. That's not humility. Just, it doesn't seem like humility to me. It seems like arrogance. Anyways, yet the disbelievers will persist in doubt about this revelation until the hour takes them by surprise, or the torment of a terminating day comes to them. Now I'm on page 339, ayah 56. All authority on that day is for Allah alone. He will judge between them. So those who believe and do good will be in the gardens of bliss. But those who disbelieve and deny our revelations, it is they who will suffer a humiliating punishment. As for those who emigrate in the cause of Allah and then are martyred or die, Allah will indeed grant them a good provision. Surely Allah is the best provider. He will certainly admit them into a place where they will be pleased with. For Allah is truly all-knowing, most forbearing. That is so, and whoever retaliates in equivalence to the inquiry they have received, and then are wronged again, Allah will certainly help them. Surely Allah is ever pardoning, all-forgiving. That is because Allah causes the night to merge into the day, and the day into the night. Indeed, Allah is all-hearing, all-seeing. That is because Allah alone is the truth, and what they invoke besides Him is falsehood, and Allah alone is truly the Most High, all-great. Do you not see that Allah sends down rain from the sky? Then the earth becomes green? Surely Allah is most subtle, all-aware. To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth. Allah alone is truly self-sufficient and praiseworthy. Page 340, ayah 65. Do you not see that Allah has subjected to you whatever is in the earth, as well as the ships that sail through the sea by His command? He keeps the sky from falling down on the earth except by His permission. Surely Allah is ever gracious and most merciful to humanity. And He is the one who gave you life, then will cause you to die, and then will bring you back to life. But surely humankind is ever ungrateful. For every community we appointed a code of life to follow. So do not let them dispute with you, O Prophet, in this matter, and invite all to your Lord, for you are truly on the right guidance. But if they argue with you, then say, Allah knows best what you do. Allah will judge between you all on Judgment Day regarding your differences. Do you not know that Allah fully knows whatever is in the heavens and the earth? Surely it is all written in a record. That is certainly easy for Allah. Yet they worship besides Allah that for which He has sent down no authority, and of which they have no knowledge. The wrongdoers will have no helper. Whenever our clear revelations are recited to them, you, O Prophet, recognize rage on the faces of the disbelievers, as if they are going to snap at those who recite our revelations to them. Say, shall I inform you of something far more enraging than that? It is the fire with which Allah has threatened those who disbelieve. What an evil destination. Page 341, ayah 73. O humanity, a lesson is set forth, so listen to it carefully. Those idols you invoke besides Allah can never create so much as a fly, even if they all were to come together for that. And if a fly were to snatch anything away from them, they cannot even retrieve it from the fly. How powerless are those who invoke, and those invoked. Those they invoked are also powerless, very weak. They have not shown Allah the reverence he deserves. Surely Allah is all-powerful, almighty. Allah selects messengers from both angels and people, for Allah is truly all-hearing and all-seeing. He knows what is ahead of them and what is behind them, and to Allah all matters will be returned to judgment. O believers, bow down, prostrate yourselves, worship your Lord, and do what is good so that you may be successful. Strive for the cause of Allah in the way he deserves, for it is he who has chosen you and laid upon you no hardship in the religion, the way of your forefather Abraham. It is Allah who named you the ones who submit, Muslims. That's what it means. In the earlier scriptures and in this Quran, so that the messenger may be a witness over you, and that you may be a witness over humanity. So establish prayer, pay alms tax, and hold fast to Allah. He alone is your guardian. What an excellent guardian and what an excellent helper. And that was it for Surah 22. So now we're going to start Surah 23, which is called Surah Al-Mu'mineen. Oh, sorry. Surah Mu'minun. Mu'minun. Sorry. Surah Al-Mu'minun. Okay, which means the believers. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Successful indeed are the believers, those who humble themselves in prayer, those who avoid idle talk, those who pay alms tax, those who guard their chastity, except with their wives or those bondwomen, itchy nose, sorry, or those bondwomen in their possession, for then they are free from blame. Okay, so that means the slaves. So that the other translation is that which your right hands possess. Okay, so as I said, every time it mentions slaves, I'm going to repeat myself again and say slavery was rampant throughout Arabia at the time that Islam came down. So Islam actually brought down ways to eventually abolish the custom of slavery. So there are certain opportunities that slave owners have been given by Islam so that their slaves can be freed, such as they can marry a slave woman, therefore making her a free woman and giving her the same rights as him. They can just free a slave if it's a male slave. There's certain opportunities for these things to happen. So anyways, that being said, so here it says, those who guard their chastity, except with their wives or those bondwomen, so slaves in their possession, for then they are free from blame. So this is another opportunity for a slave owner to marry his slave, therefore making her a second or third or fourth wife to him, therefore giving her much more rights as a free woman than a slave would have, and therefore making any kind of sexual relationship that would develop between the two halal instead of haram. Okay, so, but whoever seeks beyond that are transgressors. The believers are also those who are true to their trusts and covenants, and those who are properly observant of their prayers. These are the ones who will be awarded paradise as their own. They will be there forever. And indeed, we created humankind from an extract of clay, then placed each human as a sperm drop in a secure place. Then we developed the drop into a clean clot, then developed the clot into a lump of flesh, then developed the lump into bones, then clothed the bones with flesh. Then we brought it into being as a new creation. So blessed is Allah, the best of creators. After that you will surely die. Then on the day of judgment you will be resurrected. And indeed we created above you 7 levels of heaven. We are never unmindful of our creation. Yes. Hello. Sorry, I'm just waiting for my tablet to decide to unfreeze itself so that anyway, I'm up to page number 343. Ayah 18. We send down rain from the sky in perfect measure, causing it to soak into the earth, and we are surely able to take it away. With it we produce for you gardens of palm trees and grapevines, in which there are abundant fruits, and from which you may eat, as well as olive trees which grow at Mount Sinai, providing oil and a condiment to eat. Yum. And there is certainly a lesson for you in cattle, from whose bellies we give you milk to drink, and in them are many other benefits for you, and from them you may eat. And you are carried upon some of them, and upon ships. Indeed, we sent Noah to his people. He declared, O my people, worship Allah alone. You have no God other than him. Will you not then fear him? But the disbelieving chiefs of his people said to the masses, this is only a human like you, who wants to be superior to you. He's just doing this for power and attention. That's what they say? Had Allah willed, he could have easily sent down angels instead. We had never heard of this in the history of our forefathers. He is simply insane, so bear with him for a while. Just humor him. He has a God complex or delusions of grandeur. Noah prayed, my Lord, help me, because they have denied me. That's, by the way, that's what the people were saying about him, not me. Okay. So we inspired him, build the ark under our watchful eyes and directions. Then when our command comes and the oven bursts with water, take on board a pair from every species along with your family. It says the oven bursts. Does it mean the ground bursts? Okay. Anyways, take on board a pair from every species along with your family, except those against whom the decree to drown has already been passed. And do not plead with me for those who have done wrong, for they will surely be drowned. Okay, I'm going to read one more page. Page 344, Ayah 28. Then when you and those with you have settled in the ark, say, all praise is for Allah, who saved us from the wrongdoing people. And pray, my Lord, allow me a blessed landing, for you are the best accommodator. Surely in this are lessons, and we always put people to the test. Then we raised another generation after them, and sent to them a messenger from among themselves, declaring, worship Allah alone. You have no God other than him. Will you not then fear him? But the chiefs of his people who disbelieved denied the meeting with Allah in the hereafter, and were spoiled by the worldly luxuries we had provided for them, said to the masses, this is only a human like you. He eats what you eat and drinks what you drink. And if you ever obey a human like yourselves, then you would certainly be losers. Does he promise you that once you are dead and reduced to dust and bones, you will be brought forth alive? Impossible, simply impossible is what you are promised. There is nothing beyond our worldly life. We die, others are born, and none will be resurrected. He is no more than a man who has fabricated a lie about Allah, and we will never believe in him. The messenger prayed, my Lord, help me, because they have denied me. Allah responded, soon they will be truly regretful. Then the mighty blast overtook them with justice, and we reduced them to rubble. So away with the wrongdoing people. Then we raised other generations after them. And that's it for part 2, and I'll see you back here for part 3.